So here we are in the fourth seal. And John is again writing down what he is seeing. So here the Lamb opens the seal and says, and when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say, come and see, and behold. Look, and behold, a pale horse. And his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed him. Wow. So here we have the final horse. Same rider, but he changes his ministry one more time for his final ride. And the eagle is the one that picks him up and tells us who he is. Now, he changes his riding from a black horse to a pale one, Death, for his last ministry. And he is called by the eagle Death. Death is eternal separation from God. Now, his powers is all mixed up. Why? It's politics, it's national powers, it's a religious powers, it's demon powers. So it's the white horse, it's the red horse, it's the black horse, all mixed in this pale, sickly color of death. Where Branham say, keep away from him. But what did God send in this age, in this seal, to combat this beast? It was
eagle.
The eagle. Branham says the eagle goes so high, there ain't nothing else can touch him. Yes, and at no other time did the other beasts say what was the name of the rider, but in this one, he is called Death. That's because it's the eagle that picks him up. Now, who is eagle? Who is the eagle? The prophet is the eagle. So God promised in the end time that he would send an eagle again, and that's who Branham is, the seventh angel. Now, listen to this.
God sends a certain spirit among them. That's the only thing that they can work by, is the spirit that works among them. Amen. How could man do anything else besides the power of God that had been released to them?
Now we have the only thing that can combat this pale horse is this eagle, and that's the prophet. Now, listen what Branham says.
And even though someday I have to leave this world, these tapes will still live. That's right.
So even though one day God had to take away his eagle, but yet his eagle is still here because these tapes will still live. Listen to Branham again.
And when you listen to the tape, even maybe I'll be gone someday, when the Lord's finished with me here on earth, you refer back to this. Listen to my voice, what I'm telling you.
Listen to my voice. Because listen, remember Branham said.
And remember, when the eagle finally comes, it'll be 1/100% that'll listen.
So you see how important it is to listen, and the only way we could listen is to press play. And that's why Brother Joseph keeps on putting emphasis. Put Brother Branham back in the pulpit. And what does that really mean? It means that we're putting the eagle back in the pulpit. And if you have the eagle in the pulpit, then you could fight against the pale horse. But if you don't have the eagle in your pulpit, you have a lot of problems. So that's why the tape ministry is the greatest ministry of all time, because this is the greatest eagle that was ever sent, is the greatest prophet that was ever sent. Therefore, it's the greatest ministry that we have ever had. So Branham says the tapes has a worldwide ministry everywhere. Everywhere. And that's why in this last ride of this pale horse, in this final ride, this message is going all around the world. And this is what? VGR. And from VGR, the message goes all around the world. The tapes has a worldwide ministry everywhere because the eagle is on tape. That's why we press play because the eagle is on tape. And there's no way we could fight against this horse rider of death without the tapes, because the tapes is life. It's life versus death.